This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Let me pull up the chat. Make sure you type it in the chat if you can see my screen. I just want to make sure everybody can see it. Okay, I'm gonna continue on. I don't know if y'all can see the screen or not, but I'm gonna keep going now.
Yep, I can see it. Hopefully, yep, they can see it.
Okay, cool. So this will be the phase one for this master class of basically the introductions on what is the blockchain and what is the technology behind the blockchain and which why it is running, right? So phase one of banking on the blockchain, introduction to the basics. You're able to take notes, but you will have the recording. So, what is the blockchain? Everybody's confused about what it is, how it works. They don't know what's going on. So, the blockchain is a public ledger that holds transactions. Banks and businesses have ledgers, but no one has access to them but the banks. However, blockchain is public and anyone can have access to the transactions, essentially cutting out the middleman and making you your own operator of your own bank. And if you look to the right of the screen, you can see exactly how this works out. So as each transaction occur, it puts it into a block, right? Transactions are blocked together. Then each block is added to the next in an irreversible chain. Each block is connected to the one before and after it. So I don't know if you guys know, like when we're asking the banks for the off ledgers and things of that nature, there's no need to ask anybody those type of questions because everything is transparent on the blockchain and you can see every single transaction as I was telling you guys before. Receipts, proof of purchases, proof of transfers, nothing is hidden on these public ledgers. Okay, so let's continue. Uh-oh, went to the wrong one. All right. So what is Bitcoin and its history? So Bitcoin was created in 2008, and I don't know if y'all know, around that time, I think something happened to where the banks had to get bailed out by the government because of the market, right? The crash of the market. So this was created in the time of when the market crashed by an unknown source called Satoshi Nakamoto. We don't know if this is a man. We don't know if this is a group of people. We don't know who this person is. Okay. So this person is unknown, or these people, or a computer, and this began use in 2009, which Bitcoin was only available through the use of vouchers. Okay. So it was created in 2018, but it did not deploy, meaning it wasn't able to be utilized until 2009. Now, it is a decentralized digital currency, the first digital currency that runs on a peer to peer network. So, Bitcoin has its own network, okay, with no central authority. If anybody knows what central authority is, drop a one in the chat, okay? I want to know if y'all know what that is. Or banks making transactions, and the issuing of Bitcoin is carried out collectively by the network. So there's no middleman in this case as far as how Bitcoin is distributed and how it is mined. Okay. It's strictly peer to peer. Bitcoin is an open source, and it is designed, and its design is public. So, like I said, everything is transparent. Nobody owns nor controls Bitcoin, and everyone can take part. And this is across the globe. Okay. Through many of its unique properties, Bitcoin allows exciting uses that could not be covered by any previous payment system. A few local and national governments are officially using Bitcoin in some capacity, like El Salvador and the Central African Republic have adopted Bitcoin as legal tender. Okay, so there's a lot of countries right now that are adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender, and they're getting rid of their notes. Okay, so let's move on. Let me just use this button, child. So, what do you know about cryptocurrency? I know everybody has an idea of what it is, but let's just read the fine print. Most cryptocurrencies belong on two different protocols, which would be proof of work and proof of stake. Okay, so write that down. Cryptocurrency is decentralized. So, unlike centralized banking, for example, the Federal Reserve System, where the government controls the value of the currency, like the United States dollar, through the process of printing fiat money. Okay. Cryptocurrency is strictly a peer to peer network with no central authority. Sounds like Bitcoin. Each crypto has a market cap, which is made up of the price of the coin multiplied by the circulating supply. Okay. So I'm going to read that again. Each crypto has a market cap. You can find these type of words when you're dealing with the stock market. Each crypto has a market cap, which is made up of the price of the coin multiplied by the circulating supply. So, for example, Bitcoin only has 20 million coins in circulation. Only 20 million. Unlike fiat, which can be created at any given time through the use of printing. Hence, why we have inflation issues. Debts are being paid with debts. Um, the debt note. So, we were bankrupt in 1933. So this is basically solving an issue that we have been having because we never had a secondary option, right? So this cryptocurrency is basically kind of like a good thing when it does come to inflation. Specific cryptocurrencies. I'm not going to say all of them because all of them are not going to be here within the next 10 to 5 years. It's just going to be a handful of cryptocurrencies. I do not give financial advice on what you should buy, what you should invest in. You have to do your own due diligence when it comes to cryptocurrency. Like when I mentioned going to CoinGecko or Coindesk.com and reading about these different quote unquote investments that you want to purchase. Okay. I'm not married to any crypto. It doesn't, I'm not like, oh, I'm holding on to this forever, right? I'm utilizing cryptocurrency as leverage to obtain assets. You can obtain the same assets in the digital form as you can in the physical form. Okay. So let's continue. Now, I mentioned proof of work and proof of stake, right? at the other slide. So what is proof of work and proof of stake? So at the top right hand corner, you can see miners. Okay, these are miners, and we're going to go into miners in the next section. But at the heart of every cryptocurrency lies a network of computers that helps secure the software from attackers and regulates the issuance of new units of its supply. This system is called consensus mechanism. And if y'all don't know what some of these words is, Google it once you watch the replay so you can understand everything at once, okay? So the two most widely used consensus mechanisms are proof of work and proof of stake. And they both regulate the process in which transactions between users are verified and added to a blockchain's public ledger. We just went over that. All without a central party's help or permission. Okay, you don't need permission from like how you got to get permission from your bank to do certain transactions, or they'll flag it as fraud, stuff like that, right? So proof of stake is a modification of proof of work, which was introduced in 2012. So they did proof of work first, and then they created proof of stake as the modification, okay, as means to solve its perceived dependency on energy consumption as a means to determine blockchain ordering. Okay, rather than rely on the computers racing to generate the appropriate hash, the idea behind a POS protocol is that the participation is determined by ownership of the coin supply. Okay, so a bunch of computers is solving mathematical equations. Using a set of factors determined by the protocol, the POS algorithm pseudo-randomly elects a node, anyone who owns the coin, to propose the next block to the blockchain. Okay, so this is done randomly through a node. POW, what is POW? Proof of work is when a node gets elected. Its role is to verify the validity of the transaction within the block, sign it, and propose the block to the network for validation. Bitcoin, for example, is based on proof of work. So this is a proof of work coin, which is known as mining the coin. So anybody knows what miners do? Anybody know what is a miner? How is shit is mined? Like gold is mined, right? Almost equivalent to mining gold. The proof of work system is where the probability of mining a block, the completion of a transaction, okay? So mining a block is the completion of a transaction. All depends on how much work is done by the miner or node. Miners are subsets of nodes, meaning all miners must run a full node, which is the program that validates the block within the blockchain. But you can run a full node without running the mining software. So some people create their own nodes. In the group chat, let me know if you know what a node is, because that's heavily used in the blockchain systems. Anyone? Y'all can type it in the chat. So let me see. Pull it up really quickly. Give me 1 second. So computer science and networking both refer to a node. A node is a device or data point in a larger network. A node can be a couple of different things depending on whether the conversation is about like computer science or networking. So we all know, what is Bitcoin? It lies on a what? It lies on the network. So you have to have a network in order to have a node. And you have to have a node in order to mine the process of the blocks. the validation. So this is like a lot of computer science stuff when I'm talking about POW and POS. I'm just trying to let you guys understand how everything coincides with each other as far as artificial intelligence, AI, computer, digital, whatever, right? All of these programs and software coincides with one another, making up the blockchain. These are some examples of proof of work coins and proof of stake coins. So examples of proof of work would be like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Monero, Dash, and Bitcoin Diamond. These are to be used as a payment system as well as the payment itself. So you can use this as a payment system as well as the payment itself. Now, proof of stake, for example, you have tokens which can be looked at as digital assets. I spoke on this in the first video. A company shares, reward points, and are also used to function on the platform itself. Examples of tokens are Ethereum, NPXS, NXT, and Counterparty. All right. So these are proof of stake tokens, which is the modification of a proof of work token. Now, what is blockchain mining? To the right, I want you to look at this picture because this is a simplified, kind of like a simplified roadmap of how it is created or how it functions. So they verify that transaction, the first step. Step 2, the group validates the transaction in the candidate block. Step 3, they insert a hash of the most recent block into the candidate block. Step 4, solve the proof of work. So when they're saying solve the proof of work, it's a bunch of mathematical equations that the miners are trying to beat each other at solving. So whoever solves it the first gets the reward. So step 5, attach the candidate block to a local blockchain. Step 6, propagate the solution to the network. Now you're connecting it straight to the network. Step 7, await the solution verification by other nodes. We just went over what a node is, what a proof of work is, the validation, right? So step 8 would be get the block reward. Now, a couple of examples I didn't put into this slide was you can actually buy miners and have them mining in your house. You can earn rewards by mining Bitcoin. You can earn rewards by mining a helium, right? I have a helium miner, and I also want to get a Bitcoin miner because since Bitcoin is down, now would be a great time to get a Bitcoin miner. Okay, you can have these in your house making money for you. All you have to do is pay for the software, right? So let's go on to the next slide. Now there's 3 different types of miners. You have individual mining, you have pool mining, and you have cloud mining. In the back of that slide is what some of these miners look like. Some of them are huge and bulky, some of them are small. Just depends on which one you want to purchase. And you could also create your own miner. If you know somebody who knows how to code or is a developer, they can help create your own miner for your house. They probably would charge you anywhere between $2,700 to to $5,000. But the amount of money you would be circulating having that device will supersede what you paid for. Okay? So individual mining. When mining is done by an individual, meaning a person, he or she must first register as a minor. So once you get that minor, you're going to register that minor wherever they tell you to register it. And as soon as that transaction is completed, meaning the registration transaction, all single users in the blockchain network are assigned to a mathematical puzzle to solve. You have to solve a mathematical puzzle. So these are this is like for the people that create their own that will excuse me, who create their own miners. The person who solves it first is rewarded. Okay, so like I said, what example is that? Proof of work or proof of stake? I want to see the answer in the chat. Is that proof of work or proof of stake? Who solves it first gets rewarded. Once the answer is discovered, all other miners in the blockchain network will confirm the decrypted value before adding it to the blockchain. As a result, the transaction is verified. So this is just simply saying, once you register that miner and solve that mathematical equation, you get the reward. Pool mining. Okay. Now this is a group of people or users, quote unquote, who collaborates to authorize a transaction in pool mining. The intricity of the data encoded in the blocks might sometimes make it impossible for a user to decrypt the encoded data on their own. As a result, a group of miners collaborates to find a solution. So these machines in the back, they'll have more than one. Or say, for example, that's kind of like the helium miners, because we have to refer other people to connect literally to our miners so that we can earn rewards based off of the referral. But that's like pool mining. Following confirmation of the outcome, the prize is divided amongst all users. So everybody will get rewards, not just one user, all users. Okay. And if you want a helium miner link, because you will earn HNT tokens by having it in your house and setting it up correctly, that's another way of having passive income. They let you rent these out, I believe, for I don't remember the exact price, like $20 or something a month. Okay. But you have to have it set up first. Now, the last one is cloud mining. Computer hardware and software are no longer required for cloud mining. Everybody has an iPhone, you should know what the cloud is. It's a simple way to get rid of blockages. Managing all the machinery, order schedules, and selling earnings is no longer a continual concern with cloud mining. While it is convenient, it comes with its own set of drawbacks. The operational functionality is limited due to Bitcoin hashing restrictions. Because the incentive earnings are modest, the operating expenditures rise. Upgrades to softwares are limited, as is the verification procedure. Okay, so they do have the little ones you can um, do the cloud mining with as well. So let's just kind of move it. Let me break that down because I don't want y'all to be confused about anything. So the first thing we went over, what was the blockchain, right? So we know what the blockchain is. Let me pull my stuff up. Right? It's the public ledger. It's like I should have gave y'all a workbook, but anyway. Uh-oh. What is Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin? It's a digital decentralized currency that runs on a peer-to-peer network, right? Other cryptocurrencies, which is proof of work and proof of stake, also decentralized, but this is a means of exchange, okay? A means of exchange in circulation with market caps, decreasing the inflation issues that we have going on. because of the circulation supplies. Then we learned about proof of work and proof of stake. Proof of stake is the modification to proof of work, right? So that's just like determining the blockchain ordering. Proof of work, what is that? To verify the transaction and to solve the mathematical equation. Here's the examples. We know what the blockchain mining is. It's computing gear and software, adding transactions to the data to connect it to the block, to verify it, to solve the problem, to connect it to the network, and to get the reward. So that's a process. We know about the 3 different types of ways people mine. Now, what are forks? All of this coincides with one another. What are forks? Soft and hard fork cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum are powered by a decentralized open source software called a blockchain. A fork is a change to the blockchain's underlying protocol. So all you really need to know, to make it simplified for you, a fork is a change to a blockchain's underlying protocol. Okay? So a blockchain fork is an important upgrade to the network and can either represent a radical change, meaning drastic, or a minor one, simple, and can be initiated by the developers or community members. Sometimes they will take a vote. So say, for example, Bitcoin wants to change something and they want to upgrade their network. They may ask their community first. And all of these people have the Discord. So they'll ask their community members in Discord and or Twitter. Or it will just be initiated by the developer. Okay? A hard fork is a radical upgrade that can make previous transaction and blocks either valid or invalid and requires all validators in a network to upgrade to a newer version. It's not backwards compatible. So once you change something into a hard fork and you upgrade it, you can't go back. Previous transactions and things of that nature, you won't be able to see because it's a whole new version of an upgrade. So, seen as a safer alternative that is backward compatibility, which means that, so this is soft fork. I must have skipped that part. So soft fork seems as safer alternative that is backward compatible, which means that nodes that do not upgrade to newer versions will still see the chain as valid. So if they do a soft fork instead of a hard fork, they can still see those past versions. They can still see the past version. It just would be a upgrade. So like how they do hard inquiries and soft inquiries, it's like that. They hard pull your shit, it's going to be there, right? And it's going to be right there where you can see it. When they do a soft inquiry, it doesn't hurt your score, right? But the hard one does. So you can't go backwards with a hard one, but you can go backwards with the soft one. Okay? So a soft fork can be used to add new features, functions that do not change the rules a blockchain must follow. So it ain't going to change the rules. So that's why a lot of people like soft forks. Soft forks are often used to implement new features at a programming level. So you have to know a programmer. A programmer has to do this to change the forks. It can be thought of as a basic operating system upgraded on a mobile device or a computer. So this is an example. After the upgrade on that cell phone, all the applications on that device will still work with a new version of the operating system. So that's an example of a soft pull. Of a soft fork. A hard fork in this scenario would be a complete change to a new operating system. So that basically would be a brand new phone. Brand new. But the soft pull would just kind of be like an update to your phone. And that's it. So are y'all following? Drop a 1 in the chat if you're following. Now, staking your assets and or payment coins. We just went over this. What is considered a payment coin and what is considered an asset? Proof of stake is considered what? The assets, the shares of the company, blah, blah, blah. The payment coins are what? Bitcoin, Bitcoin Diamond, Dash, Litecoin, da, 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 right? So staking offers crypto holders a way of putting their digital assets to work and earning passive income without needing to sell them. Now, you can think of this as a bank. Okay. You can think of staking You can think of staking as the crypto equivalent of putting money in a high yield savings account, which don't make shit. Okay. When you deposit funds in a savings account at the bank, that takes money and typically lends it out to others, right? That back end shit that they do with the securities. In return for locking up that money with the bank, you receive a portion. You don't receive shit, by the way. You receive a portion of the interest earned from lending, albeit a very, very low portion. Okay, so once they securitize your securities with your money in the bank, they giving you pennies. Okay, that's what they doing, and they making millions. Similarly, when you stake your digital assets, you lock up the coins in order to participate in running the blockchain and maintaining its security. In exchange for that, you can earn rewards calculated in percentage yields. Okay? So the APY, these returns are typically much higher than any interest rate offered by banks. And that's facts. There's some protocols giving you either 5%, 29%, 47%, 10%, 8%. All of that shit is more than 0.01% that they give you at the bank. Okay? So this is earning interest on your assets. Except everything's transparent. Remember, all transactions are what? They can be looked at. Everything is on the public ledger instead of the bank hiding the ledgers from us because they're making millions of dollars. All right? What is DeFi? So I kind of went over this the other day, but not into deep. Okay. So what is decentralized finance? Decentralized finance is an emerging financial technology. Keyword, financial technology. Okay. It's not the brick and mortar shit anymore. Based on secure distributed ledgers similar to those used by cryptocurrencies. So decentralized finance is a new financial system based on the security of the distribution of the ledgers similar to those used by cryptocurrencies. The system removes the control banks and institutions have on money. Did you read that? The system removes the damn bank, institutions, that the control that they have on the money, financial products, and financial services. So you don't need to go ask somebody to loan you something. You don't need to go ask somebody to make this transaction for you. You don't need to ask them to wire some money for you. You don't need to ask them to create your savings account or a certificate of deposit account, because you can do all of that utilizing decentralized finance. Okay. So some of the key attractions of DeFi for many consumers are: it eliminates the fees that the banks and other financial companies charge for using their services. Oh, we hate those fees every month, right? You hold your own money in a secure digital wallet, which I told you guys, your private keys are your best friend, because that's the only way it's a secure digital wallet. Okay? So you hold your money in a secure digital wallet instead of keeping it in a bank. Okay? So you got a mini bank on your computer or on your cell phone, right? Anyone with the internet connection can use it without needing approval. So we don't have to get approval to do anything. You can transfer funds in seconds, in minutes. Where are they doing that at? Not at the Bank of America. Okay. What is centralized finance? In centralized finance, your money is held by the banks, corporations, whose overarching goal is to make money off of your shit. The financial system is full of third parties. We all know about these third parties. Who facilitate money movement between parties, with each one charging fees for using their services. For example, say you purchase a gallon of milk using your credit card, right? That charge goes from the merchant to an acquiring bank, which forwards the card details to the credit card network. The network clears that charge and requests a payment from your bank. Your bank then approves the charge and sends the approval to the network through the acquiring bank back to the merchant. Each entity in the chain receives payment for its services. Generally, because merchants must pay for your ability to use credit and debit cards, right? We know about merchant accounts. We know about the fees. All other financial transactions cost money. Cost money. Loan application can take days to be approved. You might not even be able to use the bank services if you're traveling. Remember? They think it's fraud every time you go out, you go out of state or wherever they don't recognize, because they're tracking your shit. Oh, wait a minute. They in Vegas. We've never seen charges out there. Let's lock up the card, right? So, for example, Coinbase and Robinhood are centralized. You don't own your private keys. You don't. You're going through a third party. That's what you're doing. Disclaimer: this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not sure a financial advisor. I'm just here to spread education and knowledge that I've learned and acquired. Okay. Now, what is a DAO? A DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. One of the major features of digital currencies is that they are decentralized. We know what decentralized means, right? In layman's terms, private, secured, no middleman, no approvals, right? This means that they are not controlled by a single institution like a government or central bank, but instead are divided among a variety of computers, networks, and nodes. We know what a computer is, we know what the networks is, and we know what nodes are. In many cases, virtual currencies make use of this decentralized status to attain levels of privacy and security that are typically unavailable to standard currencies and their transactions. All right. The DAO was an organization that was designed to be automated and decentralized. It acted as a form of venture capital fund. So this is like a venture capital fund based on an open source code and without a typical management structure or board of directors. Okay? So what you're used to seeing in the bank. Okay? To be fully decentralized, the DAO was unaffiliated with any particular nation state, though it made use of the Ethereum network. So that's one of the networks, the Ethereum network. We already learned about the what? The Bitcoin network. Okay? Why make organizations like the DAO? The developers of the DAO believed that they could eliminate human error and manipulation of investor funds by placing decision-making power into the hands of an automated system and a crowdsourced process. Fueled by Ether, the DAO was designed to allow investors to send money from anywhere in the world anonymously. The DAO would then provide those owners tokens, allowing them voting rights on possible projects. So some perks of having a decentralized autonomous organization. You'll have voting rights on these, right? You could create your own currency, which would be a governance token, right? Many platforms have governance tokens. For example, Compound. Write that down. Compound has a governance token. A lot of these protocols and platforms all have governance tokens. So if it's called Qcoin, they might have a coin called Q, right? If they have a Compound, they might have a currency called Comp, and you would be receiving those tokens, okay? You can create your own DAO. You can have someone help you create a DAO based on what it is you're looking to do. Okay, that's solely up to you. Once you get more into the space, then you will start to understand why people are utilizing the DAO. And here are some examples. All of these DAO operating systems, investment DAOs, grant DAOs, collector DAOs, protocol DAOs, Maker, Compound, Uniswap, Aave, Pi, Earn, Sushi, Olympus, Audius, Instadap. These are some key ones right here up the top. Take a picture. Service DAOs, social DAOs, media DAOs. You following? You following that? Okay. And look, some even have different type of DAOs. Over here you see Audius is a protocol, but they also have grants. You see Compound grants, and they also have a protocol. You see Aave has a protocol, and they also have a grant. Uniswap, same thing. Okay? And always do your research when you are looking at some of these DAOs and protocols and things of this nature. Yes, they will have what is called white papers. They should have up and running Web3 website. They should have a roadmap. They should have a utility case, a use case for that project. Meaning, why should I invest in this project? Why should I partake in this project? Why should I use your protocol? You always want to ask why. And that will give you your utility and your use case. So again, utility is the why. Use case is the how. Why and how do I want to be a part of this? And that goes with any cryptocurrency as well. That goes with any cryptocurrency. Look at the white papers, read it. Look at their website. Check out their Twitter. Fact check the CEO. See what other business the CEO had in the past or does have. See if it's bullshit. See if it's a quick pump and jump in a rug pull. Because a lot of these platforms will rug pull your ass if you're deaf, dumb, and blind. If you don't read, you might get a rug pull. And when I say a rug pull, meaning they will snatch everybody's money and shut it down. Okay? Some of these places also become insolvent or get liquidated because they're not properly operating what technology that they built on top of the network. Okay? So don't get gassed up if you read a white paper and it says, we're trying to take us to the moon. We feel like it's going to 10x. Da, 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 da. Be very suspicious of shit like that, especially if it is not found on CoinGecko or CoinDesk of that nature. Okay? It's like a company IPOing. So once they deploy that smart contract and have interactions on Twitter, and they put out that they are now up and running on the blockchain, depending on whatever network that they're using. Okay, just fact check it because you don't want to get scammed. All right, I'm going to show you how to set up a KuCoin, but a KuCoin is an exchange. KuCoin is a secure cryptocurrency exchange that makes it easier to buy, sell, stake, lend, and store cryptocurrencies. Okay. Some of the pros and cons: low fees, stronger user base, meaning a lot of people use KuCoin. They have a wide range of coins. You can earn interest on your crypto. They have advanced trading features, and they also have futures trading. Some say these may be cons: not licensed in the United States, limited payment methods, not for new traders, limited educational resources. I think that's kind of like not true. But that's just what the people say. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to walk you through how to set up a KuCoin. So if you go to KuCoin.com, this will be the page. You first want to sign up. And also, let me say this thing about KuCoin. KuCoin is what is considered like a hybrid exchange. Okay? It's a hybrid exchange. Why? Because they're integrating features of both centralized and decentralized exchanges, but their long-term goal is to be fully decentralized. Okay? Fully decentralized is their long-term goal. But let's continue on. Also, before we do this, I want you guys to write down Google Authenticator. Okay? Actually, you can download this on your phone. You can download this on your phone. So you can transfer accounts to a different device when switching phones as well. So don't be weary. Just make sure you write down them private keys when you first make your account on the Google Authenticator. Okay, this Google Authenticator is a software-based authenticator by Google that implements two-step verification services using the time-based one-time password algorithm and a HMAC-based one-time password algorithm for authenticating users of software applications. So if you want a two-step verification to be secured on your end, I would get the Google Authenticator, and each exchange that I create, I would connect it to my Google Authenticator for security purposes, okay? So you would put here your phone number. They're probably not going to let me put mine because I think I already got a damn KuCoin. You can either choose your phone number or your email. Right. You don't want to be hacked. You don't want to be hacked by somebody. You can use your email. So let me just use which one should I use? Uh let me say this first because I was going to go over this at the end, but let me just do it right now because we're doing this. Everybody needs to have a Proton Mail. Proton Mail is for privacy. This is the secured email that you need to be using when you're creating accounts such as KuCoin that requires one. Okay? That requires one. So the Proton Mail is what you need to have. I say make at least 3 accounts. They also have a built-in VPN called Proton VPN that you can utilize to not get tracked, right? We talked about the VPNs in the free class. I hope all of you guys have one on your computer. HOXX or NordVPN or the Brave or the Opera as far as browsing. Okay? So get your Proton Mail set up before you do this KuCoin because this is a hybrid, meaning centralized and what? Decentralized. I do everything as far as my cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, NFTs through my Proton Mail. But for this purpose, I need to, let me just go ahead and make one, child. Create a free account. If y'all don't know, they do have plans, but I like free 99. You won't get that much storage, so be careful of that. Be careful of that. If you don't want to buy, they don't have a lot of storage for you. I'm about to just create mine now so I can use it. Oh, they got at proton.me now. That's a new feature. Uh-oh. Really? So while I'm doing this, you guys can be doing this on your end. If you already have a Proton Mail, that's good, but you need to still make a new one for all of your crypto transactions and endeavors. Am I human? Cool. A robot's asking me, am I human? That's not a damn truck. Listen. Just created my account, securing this account. Okay. Display name, Artist Gemini 88. You can also have a recovery email. And your recovery email needs to be another Proton Mail. You see Proton VPN, Drive, and Calendar. So I had to make this so I can create me a new account on KuCoin. All right, so let's go back to KuCoin. Oh. Fire hydrants. I don't see no damn fire hydrant. All right, they should have sent me an email. Haven't got it yet. Artist Gemini at protonme.com. Mm-hmm. Maybe it takes a while. I don't know. Okay. I got 23 seconds left. Ain't got no email. Did I put that in right? Shit. I made one that says Proton Me. Artist Gemini dot Artist Gemini at proton.me. Oh shit, that's why. My bad. Proton.me, not no damn.com. Yeah, I gotta do this all over again. Bicycles. Really? Okay, maybe I ain't seen the bicycle, child. Okay. So everybody should be doing this right now. Let me get the code. Go back to KuCoin. Now, what in the hell? Copy. Paste. Pick a password that is hard for anybody to know. Okay, don't pick the same password you've been using for your damn Gmail. All right. KuCoin is asking to use your location. Block. All right. So now I have officially made myself a KuCoin account. And remember to add your Google Authenticator to this. It will ask you for a code every time you sign in. All right. So on here, you can buy crypto, fast trade, peer-to-peer, third-party deposit fiat. Okay. Markets. They have the different markets. This here is the overview of what you got going on. This is your main account. Okay. This is your trading account. Your futures, your margin, enable futures. I have read. Make sure to read this disclosure. Okay. Read this disclosure. It's telling you how they're operating and what they want you to agree with. All right. To enable futures trading. All right. So this is where you can do your perps, your perpetuals. The guest speaker, he probably can go over that. I don't know if he's in the building yet. Is Donatello here? Now, if you
Peace, family.
drop,
Can you hear me?
somebody said something.
Yeah, this Tello. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, peace, Tello. Okay, good. Let me just walk them through this real quick, and then I'm gonna have you come on.
Okay.
This special guest is here, so everybody speak to Donatello in the chat and let him know what's up with you guys. He's also an administrator in the Metaverse Creators Connect Discord as well. Okay, so once you drop down this button, this gives you all your information, which is here: security settings, KYC verification, futures, API keys, and your log out. Now, KYC verification, we know what that means. KYC means know your customer. So they want to know who this is on the other side. Okay, this is considered centralized information because you're trying to identify me. You're trying to identify who I am. Okay, so for now, we're going to go to assets. In the futures assets, this is where you will find it. Okay, more spot. Okay, I'm not doing, I'm going into all that. You can also download and scan this and actually download KuCoin on your phone as well. Okay, so this is a trading platform where you can exchange, trade, sell, stake, and lend on here. So you can make passive income. You can bust a couple trades down as well. But I wanted to bring on Donatello so that he can go further into when you do feel like getting into trading, and or if you just want to simply know how to swap something out to get your currency that you need, he can explain that to you. So let me pull him up really quickly. All right, Tello, you got the floor. This is still being recorded for everyone.
All right, can everyone see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So as Artist was explaining, as far as when it goes to KuCoin and trading, none of this really matters if you really don't know TA. TA is technical analysis. You can lose a lot of money with you basically guessing and gambling on buying coins and buying crypto. So the most important thing, as once you set up your wallet, once you do all that, is to really to get in these charts and learn this technical analysis, because this right here tell you the whole story on how things are moving. Okay. I know some things are, we say, as far as the FUD of things are going to the moon. Nothing just goes all the way to the moon. Nothing just goes straight up. What goes up must come down. What goes down must comes up. As far as when the basics that it comes to trading and comes to technical analysis, the first thing you want to start doing, excuse me, I'm sorry, is start identifying your support and resistance areas. Okay, now what is support and what's resistance? Support is, think of it like I say, support is your homies. Okay, support is your homies. Those are people who will never ever let you down. As far as like, they're gonna keep you up, they're gonna never let you hit your bottom. Those are your support. Those are your big homies gonna like, you got it, you got it. Now if you see my screen right here, okay, we can look at this level as support. This line, these right here. And the reason this is support is because if you see these closings, this is one close, one close, one close, one close. This is support. Now these the homies right here who never let this person come down lower than what they were, right? So this is what's called support. So you can draw, let me get another chart so it's all confused nothing. 1 second.
Take your time.
All right. USDT. Oh, I already got that. AVAX. USD. Let's use this. Okay, same thing. I don't have anything written up. Okay, perfect. So you can use this line. This is what will be called as support. All right. Now another thing you want to look at is resistance. What's resistance? Resistance is what's keeping you from being your best self. So think of that like that. Resistance is who keeping you, holding you back. Who holding you back from being your best self for you to break out? Now, resistance is when you see a lot of rejection. Hold on, I'm sorry. All right. Now, the reason I chose this because if you look up here, you see how this is like a double, this is what you'll call a double top. You see how like it stopped right here and it stopped right here. This is what you will call rejection. This is support, this is rejection, okay? Support is who your homies are. Just like I said, your homies gonna keep you, gonna hold you up. They gonna never let you fall below yourself. Rejection is your haters. They don't want you to get, they don't want to see you be great. That's the analogy I use just to keep it simplified. So the first things you want to start doing is identifying your support and resistance levels, right? And what was once support becomes resistance, and what was once resistance becomes support. All right. So if I extend this line here, let's see, let's do 100. As you can see here, this was being used as support and resistance. Here it was being used as support. All right, here it was getting used as rejection. Once it broke that, this became rejection. This became rejection. Now this became support, right? This is support now. But at first it was rejection. Now you can see here, this was rejection. But now this became support. So this is your new support level. So now this who was once rejecting you is now supporting you, okay? And then once you start identifying these support and rejection levels, these levels will help you see the bigger picture as far as how far a stock price or asset can come down or what it can come down to. So these are the first things I do before I start doing anything. Before I start getting into a trading, I find my support and resistance levels just because these levels will help me see where an asset can go up or what's the next level it can come down to. Now, another thing that you want to identify, or another thing you want to do is when you're trading, is you buy support, okay? You sell resistance. What does that mean? You don't want to buy up here because you're thinking that it's going to the moon, okay? Because as you see, if you bought up here, you got pump faked, and what happened? It came down, okay? When you want to buy is when it comes here, okay? When you want to buy when it comes to support. So this right here, this is when you want to buy. All right, the same fake pump. It had two levels of support. This is called a double bottom right here. Here, right here, boom. 2 levels of support. That indicates that this support level is strong. Why? Because it had 1, 2. Now, if it came down the third time, that'll tell you that this support wall is real strong. Okay. Okay. So once you buy here at support, you want to see if it breaks this rejection level. Now, as you can see, it broke this rejection level. Okay. Then once it came here, this was the new rejection right here. How do you know that? Because these wicks. You couldn't get past this wick here, couldn't get past this wick here. This is the opportunity where you can either sell or cut off some of your position just so you can take some profit. There's never nothing wrong with taking profit. I don't care what nobody say. Never nothing wrong with taking profit. So if you start seeing yourself coming up a little bit or making some profit, there's never nothing wrong with taking something off the top. So if you had $100 in something and it went up to like 150, you could take out $25 and still keep something in there. That way you made profit and you could keep the rest in there, you know what I'm saying, as far as using house money. Never get too greedy. I would definitely say that because I've been a victim of that, thinking something is just going up and not taking profit, and the next thing you know is that I lost all the profit that I had when I was in profit, and I should have got out. But instead, I was riding it, being too greedy, trying to make more money than I could have made. Let's see. All right, once you start identifying your support and resistance levels, okay. Another thing you want to use is your moving averages. Your moving averages would tell you almost like imaginary levels of where these prices can go. So first, your support and resistance levels. Second, are your moving averages. Now, as you can see, it was hitting these support levels, but then it was also bouncing off this moving average. You got the 20-day moving average, right? Then it bounced off the 50-day moving average, okay? Then it bounced off the 50. These moving averages that help you as far as identifying what these assets can drop down to. I use these a lot. I use these all the time, moving averages, because I know if it won, my first level is going to be the 20-day. If it can't find support, when I say support, as you can see right here, how I found support on this 20-day, found support here on this 20-day, and it rolled up, okay? Now, when it comes back here, you want to see it find support again, but it didn't. Instead, it came down and it found support on the 50-day. And when it tried to come back up here to the 20, it got rejected. Got rejected here, okay? Came back down, found some more support on the 50-day. That was good. Came up here and it got rejected again. As you can see, this double top. These wicks don't really mean too much or nothing. It's really the closings of the body. That's what you really want to see. And when I say the closings of the body, I mean this. If we take away the wicks, this is what we see. I'm sorry for all these alerts. As you take away these wicks, right, this is what you see. See, double top here, double top here, double top here. When you see the double top, usually that means like that's like a double rejection, right? Okay, so you see a double bottom here, got support here, came up to the 20, tried to find support on the 20, but it couldn't, came back here to the 50, couldn't find support on the 50, so it came back here to the 100-day. Now right here is finding support on the 100-day. As you can see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 levels of support on the 100-day, okay? Now, if it can hold this one, if it can hold this 100-day support on here, the next level you want to see is find support on the 50. After you see it find support on the 50, you want to see it find support on the 20, and so forth, so forth, okay? So one, like I said, first use these levels, support levels and rejection levels. Those number one. Number two, you're going to use your moving averages as support levels and rejection levels too. And this is, like I said, you can look at all these coins all day, but you will be basically risking and gambling yourself if you don't really know technical analysis. Like I said, the technical analysis will really tell you the whole story of any asset, of what it's doing, where it's going, if it's bullish, if it's bearish, everything. Or I'm not gonna say everything right now, but we are still in a bear market, meaning we are still overall in the downtrend. So you might see some pump ups, and you can still trade that if you are an advanced trader. But right now, I would just say, if you're a beginner, just get yourself acquainted with finding support and resistance levels. Don't worry about looking at patterns. Don't worry about trying to draw triangles, trying to draw all these type of shapes. If you just start drawing lines and just be a little kid again and just start drawing lines, you'll start seeing that these lines match up. The support and resistance levels start matching up to where these levels are hitting at, to where they're getting rejected at, okay? Like if I extend this level right here, boom, this got rejected here, got rejected here. Over here, we're trying to find support here. Like I said, was one resistance comes support, and was once support becomes resistance. What else would you like me to touch, artists?
I don't know if you have Dan, I don't know if you got a Q coin up right now, but well, any exchange
I got it right here. I got it, man. You want me to go through something?
Yeah, just like, so say if they're trying to onboard themselves and they don't have a peer-to-peer, how they can trade one coin for the other to get what they're looking for.
Okay.
All
right. So first thing you want to do is go to markets, right? 1 second. And this will tell you all the coins that they have. So you can utilize these exchanges to basically swap out coins for another coin. And what I mean by that, say that if you had Bitcoin, and this is all just examples, right? Say if you have Bitcoin, you bought Bitcoin on Cash App, right? And now you're trying to upload your Bitcoin to KuCoin. What you do is you would send that Bitcoin, and you want to make sure that you send it to the right address, right? You send that Bitcoin to here, okay? Now that you have Bitcoin, you're able to trade Bitcoin for different assets. You could trade Bitcoin. You could trade your Bitcoin for majority assets, and the way you'll see that is you'll see BTC slash whatever the coin that you're trying to trade. And I'll give you an example. Okay, let me see. So say if we wanted to trade for Ethereum, all right, Ethereum come up like this. You'll click on Ethereum. And this Ethereum will show you, no, this is not what I'm looking for. Okay, boom, this is what I'm looking for. All right. So say like this is BTC versus US dollars, okay? So this, if you wanted to trade your BTC for US dollars, this would be BTC slash versus US dollars, okay? Now, if you wanted to trade that BTC for Ethereum, you would do BTC, BTC, ETH, Ethereum. Let me do it the other way. ETH slash BTC. Okay. And this is how you would change your BTC to Ethereum. Okay. So right now, as we can see, BTC to convert BTC to Ethereum or to convert Ethereum to BTC, right now it is 0.05 Bitcoin or 0.05 Ethereum right now. Okay, this is not US dollars. This is Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Okay, so if you had BTC, what you would do here is you would come here. You got two different type of orders. You could do a limit order. You could do a market order. Limit order is basically you setting the price of what you want it to be. Okay, so and that's where technical analysis comes in. As far as if you want to get it at a certain price and you waiting for it to come to a certain price, you would trade this. You would put something like 5 point something, and this is the amount of BTC that you would sell for your Ethereum. Okay, if you are just looking to get it right in whatever the price is right now, you would do a market order, meaning a market order would buy it at the market price that it's at right now. Whatever the price of it, whatever the price is right now, it would immediately buy that, and that's what the price would be. Okay, so you could do all different type of pairs. This is one example. Like I said, you trading your BTC for Ethereum. You could do other type of pairs where you can do I can do where if you wanted, say if you had Bitcoin, but you wanted to have a Matic, right? What you have to do is you have to go to BTC, okay, which is Bitcoin. You would have to sell your Bitcoin, meaning you would have to come up here on this side, and that's where you can do technical. That's where technical analysis come in. You can sell it at a certain price on a limit order, or if you want to sell it right now at the 20,830, you can do a market order. All right. So you come here, you would say how much. It would tell you how much BTC, whatever it is. You could do 25%, 50%, 75, 100% of your BTC. And once you click the sell button, it will sell that Bitcoin, and now you will have USDT, which is almost cash. You will have that USDT, and now you have a USDT balance. Okay, once you have USDT, you would come to any asset, whatever it is. Right now we're using Matic, and you make sure that you type in Matic. All right, and you're gonna see these different pairs come up. So you got Matic USDT, you got Matic 3S. This is like a 3x short. You got Matic 3 long. This is a 3 long short. These two are leverage plays. These are leveraging yourself. You have Matic USDC, which is also another stable coin. You have Matic BTC. So you want to make sure that you click on the correct pair when you are trying to swap one asset for another. So we would click on Matic USDT, just if we had USDT. All right. Now, once you come to Matic USDT, okay, if you had USDT in your account, you would come here to buy on this side, on the buy side. Now, like I said, you could do a limit order or you could do a market order. A limit order is what is a saying that you want to buy at a specific price. So Matic is at 53 cents. Say we was like, oh no, I think it'll come down to 49 cents. And then you'll put 49 cents. It'll say how much of your USDT you want to use, whether it's 25, 50, or up to 100. You will put up your amount, and then you will do buy. If you wanted to just go ahead and buy Matic straight out right now, you can do market, and this is the price that it would be buying your Matic at. And you can still, like I said, you can do 25, 50%, 100%, or whatever of your USDT total that's in your account at that time. Now, two ways, it's a couple ways you can swap your coins. You can do it via an exchange, KuCoin, and you can also do it via a money market exchange like QuickSwap or Uniswap. Did you go through that with them already, Artist? I don't want to be talking too much if you haven't.
Oh no, that was gonna be my next slide. So you good?
Okay. So that's a nice introduction. Okay, so yes, two ways you can swap your coins out. You can swap it on an exchange, or you can swap it via money market protocol, like I said, that she's about to show y'all next. And the way you want to determine that is the route. So first of all, you wanted to, before you do any exchange, before you swap out anything, please draw your map out. When I say that, I mean, if you have Bitcoin and you want to change it to Matic, make your map as far as what you need to do. If you know you need to have Bitcoin and exchange it for USDT and get USDT to Matic, write that out. That way you don't miss any steps, because if you don't, you will find yourself going around the world and using more money and using a lot of gas fees when you could have simply just probably just went to one exchange and exchanged, or you probably could have went to a money market protocol and did that yourself. So before I do anything, as far as any exchange, I map it out as far as what road do I need to take in order to get this coin that I'm looking to get, and that'll help you out. So that way, you, like I said, one, that you don't make donations to the blockchain, because I have done that. Two, that way you don't waste any money. You keep most of your money, and you don't waste money on gas fees. That's all I got right now, artists. Anything else you want me to go over phone?
No, that was perfect. I appreciate you for coming on and sharing.
Always.
So everybody, let Tello know. Thank you before he gets out of here. And that was the technical analysis section of this master class. So some of the things that he did mention I'm going to be going over that in depth as well. So you can go ahead and shut it down, Tello.
Okay, let me give it back to you.
Yeah. I wonder. Okay, so I'm back to presenter. All right. So let me go ahead and share my screen again. And let me know if you guys can see my screen. All right. So that was his presentation. Thank you, Osborne. That was his presentation. And so I'm going to continue on with my half. So thank you so much, Donatello. I appreciate that. Uh, I sent you a donation as well. Here is where we have the different types of exchanges, okay, and the money market protocols that he was discussing, right? Because now that we know we can sell, trade, buy, and stake, and even swap on some of these exchanges and money market protocols, now we need to know which ones that we can do certain things on. Some of these platforms that I have listed, we will go over in the master class when it comes to we're actually going to start banking, because some of these platforms, they have certificate of deposits that you can create yourself utilizing their network. Okay, so these are the platforms you can utilize to trade, buy, sell, stake, swap, and lend, and even pool. Okay, so we got examples: Pool Together, Block Staking, Hex is a certificate of deposit I was discussing. Clever Exchange, but that runs off the Tron network, so you have to have Tron in order to even do anything on that exchange. Homora V2, FTX, X First Pool, DeFi for All, Sushi Swap, Uniswap, Pancake Swap, Linear Finance is where you can stake as well. Gemini, which would be centralized, but I know if you have more than $20,000 to $30,000, they will allow you to onboard that with a certain fee. Ubria.network and Bridge.connect. Now, the bottom Bridge.connect is actually it's what it is called. So let me just go ahead and show it to you real quick. Pull that up. So this is where you can do cross-chain transfers. Now, remember when I told you guys to add the Polygon network to your wallet? And like you have the Ethereum network, you can have the BSC network, you can have the Arbitrum network, and so on and so forth. So the different networks is what I am talking about when I say cross-chain transfers. So if I have some currency on the Ethereum chain and I want to send it to the BNB chain, guess what? I can do that for a small fee utilizing this Web3 site. Now, if I have USDT of Ethereum and I want to transfer, okay, aka exchange it for BNB, but on the BNB side, the USDT, I will put in first I would connect my wallet, okay? These, I don't know why I always have this one, but these are the wallets that they accept as well. So I would do Genosis Safe is not supported. Oh, look, it says Genosis Safe is not supported. So the multi signature wallet that I told you guys about last week, it doesn't support this platform here. But you would just connect your wallet. Once you're connected, what do? You sign and you authorize for them to access your wallet. So I would put the amount that I have here, and at the top you see from 50 GUI to 5 GUI, meaning the gas price. This is the estimated gas price at this current time live. Okay, we're gonna go into GUI later on in these slides when I go over the details in which your wallet has. But every single platform protocol exchange will charge you gas fees. Okay, the GUI GWEI, it's gas. So just imagine you're in your car, you run out of gas, you can't go anywhere. You're in your cryptocurrency wallet, your vessel, right? And you don't have any gas. You cannot complete the transaction because the wallet will let you know you have insufficient funds. So whenever you're making any transactions, transfer, exchanges, or trades, if you are wanting to move $200 or transfer it, right? Make sure you have $250 because you don't want to be stuck like Chuck, like I used to be, not knowing I'm supposed to have more money than I have to suffice for the gas fees that I'm going to be charged. Okay, so have more than what you're looking to trade, sell, transfer, or purchase, because you're going to get charged the gas fees just like you do in your own vehicle. All right. So that is a bridge.connect, a cross-chain transfer. So we have learned about a cross-chain transfer. We have learned about one of the exchanges, right? And I wanted to give y'all an example of someone who made their own DAO, the decentralized autonomous organization, right? This is Klima DAO. So this is just for you to look up and research yourself. But these people made their own DAO, and that's how they're running it off of using Klima, right? And this would be their Web3 website. Okay, it says enter app, that will take you actually to the other side of where you would be purchasing, right? They have staking options. You can stake, you can bond, you can wrap, you can offset. But this is just an example. I do not I'm not sponsoring this or nothing like that. I'm just giving an example of someone who created their own DAO. That's it. Okay. Compound, again, another DAO, right? Governance, let's get into that. And we all know about the governance token, and they also have a DAO for grants, right? So Compound is managed by a decentralized community of comp token holders and their delegates who propose and vote on upgrades to the protocol. So remember I said a lot of these DAOs are community based. You will get voting rights. They will ask you, what do you think of any new introductions or any networking possibilities, upgrades, or whatever the case may be. You will have voting rights to that. And you will also be a token holder of the governance token, okay, which is comp. So this is just another example that I wanted to show you guys, to show you what it actually looks like. Now, if you go to the app, remember to read the docs, look at the market, do your due diligence by going to where? You guys should know. CoinGecko, CoinDesk, whatever you choose. Decrypt the wallet. Hold on. Only connect this site. Okay, why is it not letting me? Select all. Allow this site to add permitted accounts. Okay. So this is what it looks like. So you got the dashboard, and then you got the voting section. Then your wallet is connected. I don't have any comp tokens. Okay. So look, you can supply and you can borrow also on here. I touched on that briefly in the last class, but I'm going to go in depth in that in the actual banking masterclass, which will be phase 2. I have to get y'all onboarded to the fundamentals before I get to the juicy stuff of how to operate as your own bank, because it's not going to make any type of sense. So when you do go to these different protocols, whatever platform you're on, you'll know what it is because you did your research. You'll know where to go research everything, and you'll know exactly what type of protocol, money market, and or exchange it is defined as. He just showed you how to trade in order to get the currency that you're looking for. Okay? So this is called compound. We did KuCoin, Klima, and this is called pull together. Pull together. Let's go to the app. So always read governance, developers, if you would, so tools. Okay? This is a crypto powered savings account basically. So you would connect your wallet here and sign that transaction. So it says deposit on. If you have Polygon, you would deposit if you had USDC. And if you did not have it, you would have to add it to your wallet. Okay? And then let me see if I just connect this wallet real quick. MetaMask. So mine looks different because I connected my XDeFi wallet to my MetaMask. Right? So there's my identification. There's my numerical alphanumerical number that's connected to the wallet, right? To the hot wallet. This right here meaning what? This is Ethereum. It says choose a network. We went over what a network is. There's many networks that operate on top of the blockchain. So Ethereum, Binance, Polygon, Celo, and Avalanche. So choose what network you're pulling your currency from. So if you are operating on Binance Smart Chain, then you should have some BNB or some USDC, whatever the case may be, whatever you're wanting to use. All networks deposit into the same price pool and have the same chances of winning prizes. Pick your favorite and good luck. Okay, so they actually win prizes over here, and it says estimated average APR 8.53%. 8.53%. Right? Estimated network fees 0.02 of Matic, which is pennies on the dollar, child. It's not that much. But if you're using Polygon here, you will use Polygon there for the network. And then you would deposit your currency there, and you would review your deposit. Okay? You would do all of that here. Then they have a section for the prizes. You basically they pull and they draw from these prizes, and you might get lucky. Then they have accounts. So you will see your daily odds, your weekly odds, total claim winnings. And then at the bottom you would see your deposits. You would see your pool tokens, meaning what you're pulling together, what you're earning from that. Then you would see stake pool. It says deposit pool to earn rewards and vote. So this says earn 9.14% V variable. APR means that the annual percentage rate can change over time. So they can change this at any time. But today's price is today's price, baby, which is 9.14%. You're not getting that at the bank. Okay? It's not happening. And over here it says stake pool ETH on Uniswap V2. Okay? So I'm gonna get into that in a minute, but it says deposit Uniswap V2 pool -ETH LP tokens to earn extra pool, and it says earn 30.32%. You're earning currency for whatever it is you so choose to do with it. Okay, Now, and when the market is like bearish right now, right? You can choose to unpool, unstake, or whatever the case may be. However you choose to do it. That is solely up to you. I'm not giving you any type of financial advice. But I always keep mine in staking because I'm still going to be earning no matter what. It's locked in there. Certain protocols will have it locked in for a specific amount of time. Some you can unstake, but they will take a percentage, or some just lets you unstake or unpool for free. I haven't came across anywhere. I just can't think of any at the top of my head. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. There's more than one way to have some type of passive income coming in. No, you're not going to become a millionaire overnight, so don't get that shit out your head because it's not happening. Only when you learn how to operate and leverage your assets will you start to uh, earn your money by having it in the right money market. Having it in the right DAO, pool, stake, or exchange if you're trading. Okay. I think I had something else. So he told you guys about Uniswap and PancakeSwap. So let's look at those really quickly. This is the money making protocol that he was talking about. And make sure you always are on the right website. Okay. Ecosystem, community governance, developers, blase jobs, launch app, swap, earn, and build on the leading decentralized crypto trading protocol. So this is another protocol you can use to swap out your currencies. Connect your wallet, change networks. Here, what are you looking to deposit? DAO. I want to deposit DAO, and I want to get WETH, which is wrapped Ethereum. So DAI is a stable token which runs off the Ethereum network, right? And or I believe the Polygon network, but it's a stable coin. It's a stable coin. So like USDC, it's a stable coin. USDT, another stable coin. So what is a stable coin? Let's go into that really quickly. A stable coin is basically the only currency circulating that is not volatile, meaning bearish or bullish. It's going to keep the same balance price point. There's no price action happening. Just like the United States dollar is $1, you get $1 for $1. So with DAI, you get one DAI for one DAI. With USDT, you get one USDT for one USDT. It'll probably fluctuate from 99 cents to $1, and that's it. Okay. And these are the three main ones that I use, the ones that I did show y'all. So say if you're not good and you're still a beginner and you're still new to the space and you wanted to purchase 15, you purchased 15 AVAX, in the bull market when AVAX was $96 or $140. And you took one of Tello's classes and he said, I see a pullback coming on AVAX. I think y'all need to stabilize your wallets if you don't know how to trade and or, whatever. Stabilize your wallets means convert whatever currency you have. If you got $1,000, I'm gonna do it for a dollar point, right? If you gain $1,000 off of AVAX because you purchased it at that price, right? If AVAX goes down from 140 to $80, guess what? You have lost a percentage of that as well because you didn't stabilize your wallets. But if you want to keep your percentage gain, all you would do is swap here ETH for a stable coin at the same price. Okay, So if this was at 1,000 right now, you would get, this would be your price here at the bottom. The estimated difference between the USD and values of input and output amounts. Okay. And what is this? You got the gas fee. So that's what you're going to be paying in order to swap this out. If you want to get in your car, you need gas. So again, if you got 1,000 and you're trying to move that, just do 950. Round it off so you can have money for gas. Right? Does that make sense? Okay. So you can swap, pool, and vote. So we should all know what this is. Right now, I have talked about it already. So when I say pull up a money market protocol, I expect you to pull up Uniswap. If I say bring up a trading exchange, I expect you to go to KuCoin or FTX. If I say pull up a DAO, I expect you to go to Compound or Instadap. Does that make sense? There's different platforms you're going to utilize for whatever it is you're doing. So let's go back to the presentation. Okay. So the next slide is yield farming and liquidity pooling. We kind of went over pooling already, so we'll go to yield farming. Yield farming is a way to make more crypto with your crypto. It involves you lending your funds to others through the magic of computer programs called smart contracts. In return for your service, you earn fees in the form of crypto. Simple enough. Well, not that fast. Yield farmers will use very complicated strategies. They move their cryptos around all the time between different lending marketplaces to maximize their returns. They'll also be very secretive about the best yield farming strategies. Why? The more people know about a strategy, the less effective it may become. Yield farming is the Wild West of the decentralized finance, where farmers compete to get a chance to farm the best crops. Make sense? So yield farming is another way to earn passive income. I just gave you about 5 ways, 5 or 6, because you got many protocols, you got many lending platforms, you got many. Okay? You can start off with $10 if you want, $50, $100. Okay? Liquidity pool is a crowdsourced pool of cryptocurrencies or tokens locked in a smart contract. I'm going to go over the smart contract that is used to facilitate trades between the assets on the decentralized exchanges. Okay? DEX. Instead of traditional markets of buyers and sellers, many decentralized finance DeFi platforms use automated market makers, AMMs, which allow digital assets to be traded in an automatic and permissionless manner through the use of liquidity pools. Okay? So these are 2 other options as far as passive income. Both what? Decentralized. Both permissionless. One's automated through the use of smart contracts. Another one is what? Programmed. The magic of computer programs called smart contracts in return for your service. Okay? So let me pull something up just real quick because I do want to go over this with y'all, because smart contracts is going to be utilized once we get into the NFTs. So, smart contracts are simply simple programs stored on a blockchain that run when predetermined conditions are met. So, let me give you an example. Okay. I left my son a trust, and that trust was a contract. In that contract, I said, listen, I need you to take over my business and make $20,000 a month for the next year and a half. Once you've done that, you will be able to get those funds released to you. So it's again, smart contracts are simply programs stored on a blockchain that run when predetermined conditions are met. So when his conditions are met, guess what? The smart contract will release the funds for him because the coder designed the smart contract to deploy like that at certain times. They typically are used to automate the execution of an agreement so that all participants can be immediately certain of the outcome without any intermediaries, involvement, or time loss. If you're in a business with somebody or even your loved one, your spouse, you can make a smart contract uh, of a marriage. Okay, a prenup, you can make that a smart contract. A business contract between you and whoever you're doing business with, you can make that a smart contract. And if those conditions are not met, that smart contract is not going to get signaled to act on anything. This cuts out the bullshit with just having a simple contract with people, because anybody can do whatever they want to do, really. You just got to take them to court. In a smart contract, ain't nobody doing shit until them predetermined conditions are met. They can also automate a workflow. So if you got a business, again, for example, a vending machine, if you got a business and your vending machine has a smart contract, and it is only able to release something out of that vending machine, right, at a certain time when a condition is met, and it's going to automate that working condition, the workflow. It's going to trigger the next action when the conditions are met. Hello, this is the new technology. Okay, you can make a smart contract. Get with a coder. If you need a smart contract done, get a coder who knows how to code and tell them what you want done. When I die, da 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 da. For my kids, blah blah blah. For my wife, dot dot dot. For this business that we got, with other people, this is what has to be done. So these are the new way of contracting with another person or entity. Okay? So I just wanted to go over that real quick. Let me go back here. Ba-da-bam. Now, wallet references. Since we're talking about hashes, transaction IDs, and things of this nature, here are some examples. Please screenshot this if you can. A hot wallet PC extension, y'all already have it, which is MetaMask. Cold wallets, Nano S and or Nano X, and in the Trezor wallet. And those are cold wallets, which is what? An offline wallet. Offline. Okay. Hot wallets are online. Okay. And make sure you go to the manufacturer company. Do not go to eBay, Amazon, Google, whatever third party website, because you will get a third party ass hacked wallet. Let's move on. Hot wallet, Trust Wallet Mobile only. If you can right now, please download the Trust Wallet on your mobile device, because it's only able, you can only download it on your mobile. But that's another wallet that I use all the time, my Trust Wallet. And in that wallet, you can actually see your NFTs. The MetaMask, you can't see them on the extension, but the Trust Wallet, you can see your NFTs. And you're going to need that Trust Wallet on your mobile in case you got to do, a quick transaction with somebody on the street doing business, right? You know how they have these square QR codes and you scan it and all that? You can scan your QR code in your wallet and get paid. Deposit. Same shit. Okay? Hot wallets, Exodus as well. It's 6 o'clock, okay. Exodus is one. I don't really use that one, but it's an option. XDeFi. You can basically import your MetaMask to your XDeFi wallet. That's a good one. Atomic Wallet runs very slow for me as far as transactions. I had it when I first got into this space, but I don't use it anymore. But that's another option for beginners. And then you have the multi-signature wallet, which is the Genosis wallet that I mentioned to you guys in the free class. Multi-signature. Okay, let's do this. Bada boom. And this is also another way to protect yourself and your business when you're dealing with other people. All right. So let's just read this real quick. Multi-signature wallets are cryptocurrency wallets that require 2 or more private keys to sign and send the transaction. Ain't nobody stealing money from nowhere, baby. This merchant account, you can't get in it unless we all sign that damn transaction. Okay? In traditional business, key person risk refers to when a company relies too much on one individual to succeed. Cryptocurrency businesses are prone to very little versions of this risk when handling funds. Okay? Choose customers have been waiting nearly 3 years to recoup 150 million worth of deposits since the death of such and such cryptographic keys to exchange wallets. So somebody died and he had his private keys, and it's $115 million of that money. And guess what? They can't get it out. Because guess what? It's a multi-signature wallet. Protection, protection, protection. Security. Okay? So I just gave y'all advice on business smart contracts and multi-signature wallets and or creating your own DAO. Okay? Let's go back. So everybody should be downloading the Trust Wallet if you ain't got it. Now, important wallet details. So when we're looking inside of our wallet, do you even know what you're looking at? Okay. You have your alphanumerical address. You have your sending address and your receiving address. You will see that on your Trust Wallet. You have your assets, which is your cryptocurrency and or NFTs. You have your activities, which is your transactions. You have your confirmations, which confirm on the block. And you have your transaction ID, which is proof of purchase or receipt. Now, transaction details on the receipt. Let me show you what all of this is. Let me go run through this, and then I'm going to show you what this is. Transaction details on the receipt. I screenshot it, not screenshot it. I took a picture of this earlier from my MetaMask on a transaction that I did, right? Now, it's a little blurry, but bear with me. It says status. It says view on Block Explorer. The Block Explorer is when they were talking about the public ledger. That's the public ledger that you can see whatever you just did on. Anybody can go and look it up. Anybody. Okay? Confirmed. Copy of your transaction ID. This is your receipt. This is your proof of purchase. This is your copy. Okay? From and to. I sent from my wallet. Remember, I told y'all to memorize your wallet to know it's yours. Memorize the first what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 alphanumerical or the last 4. So if you see, okay, somebody sent something to me and they say, what's the last 4 of your address? Is it 160A? Yeah, that's my last of my address. Just how they ask y'all at the when y'all doing business with the bank and somebody says, what's your account number and what's your routing number, right? Same thing. And then it says to, so whoever you sent this to, they'll be able to know from the last 4 digits of their wallet address, of their alphanumerical wallet address, okay? Transaction. Now, this is all of the receipt information. You know how you go to the store and they tell you what happened, how much you spent, what's your total, right? This is all that information. That's all this is. So let's go back one because I want you to know what a nonce is. It says nonce, 68. Uh-oh, went back too far. Here, nonce equals cryptography is a number used to protect private communications by preventing replay attacks. So nobody can repeat that action unless they want that action. But nobody can repeat that action, right? We already talked about what GUI was, which is what? Fees in order to move on the blockchain. Okay? So this is the gas limit. These are measured in units. This is the amount in USD. This is the gas used. How much gas did you use? Basically, how much power did you give this? Base fee. This is the base fee, which is 20.0. Priority fee, 1.5. Total gas fee equals $3.14 converted in USD. That's how much you spent. But in crypto terms, you spent 0.260 of ETH. Okay, and then at the bottom of that, it'll have your total. So these are your receipts, basically. Okay, people talk about receipts, baby. I got plenty of them. Okay, so do we understand that? All right. Be careful of different networks you're using. Tello was telling y'all this earlier. How he said he donated to the blockchain. And this is what he meant. He sent some shit to the wrong place. Okay? So networks, we have many blockchain networks that we operate as public databases, meaning that anyone with an internet connection can view a list of the network transaction history. Although users can access details about the transactions, they cannot by any means access or identify information about the user making those transactions. This is key right here. I don't know if y'all read this. You can only see the transactions, but baby, you cannot identify who's doing what. Because guess what you have? You have an alphanumerical number. This don't say I sent this to Shamika. This don't say Ryan received it. This says from alphanumerical to alphanumerical. Game changer. For example, if you're sending Ether on the Ethereum network, but you mistakenly send it to a Polygon address, it may never be recouped if you don't know how to check it correctly. There are ways to check and see if the funds were sent to your existing wallet address by simply checking your Polygon network account and viewing your assets to see if they may have ended up there instead. Meaning, if you sent something to Ethereum network, you sent DAI to Ethereum network where you thought you sent it there, but you actually use your Polygon address, it may be there, it may not. Some people say you can recoup it by just checking your wallet because it may have showed up right there. But be careful not to make those type of mistakes. Be very patient with yourself and do not try to move like you're an expert. Okay? Don't even try it because you're gonna smoke yourself. But if you're sending out an NFT and or currency to a peer and you do not have their correct address, the assets will not be recoupable. Because since you more likely have sent it to someone else, moving fast is only for experts. Please be patient. Okay? Please be patient. On to the next. What you in there doing? How to onboard your money, fiat, onto the blockchain. This is simple. I need everybody to unmute their mics if y'all still awake, child. Put this hallway light on. I would like y'all to unmute your mics. Let me check on y'all over here. Y'all sleeping. Except Pretty Nikki and Osborne. Well, I want you guys to open up your Cash App. If you already have not done this process, open up your Cash App. Once you open up your Cash App, go to the Bitcoin sign on your Cash App. Does everybody see that sign?
I'm looking for it. Yes, I see it.
Okay. Have you did any transaction with Bitcoin on your Cash App before?
No.
Okay. So I want you to enable the Bitcoin to be able to buy and purchase. So it should give you an option. It should give you an option to enable that.
It just okay. It says buy Bitcoin one time order. So I guess it's already ready.
Okay, so you already done did it.
Okay.
Yeah, mine says the same thing.
Okay. So if it's already said the same thing, you are ready to buy. Because I believe back in the day they used to make you enable it, and then they used to make you wait like 24 hours to approve you to send a Bitcoin. But if it's already letting you through, then it's just letting you through. So basically, when you want to onboard cash flow to the blockchain, this is how you're going to do it on your own because you have not built up your peer-to-peer network yet, and so this is your only option for now. You're going to buy, if you want to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin, you put in your order, buy 100. You're going to hit next. It's going to give you Satoshis. Satoshis are Bitcoins. Okay? They're Bitcoins. Now, do you see a send button?
It says confirm. I'm sorry, I did $1. That was I did $1. It said confirm your purchase of $1. I was just trying to
go ahead and confirm.
I just want to be careful first,
So once you confirm, I want y'all to see if y'all have the send button. Send Bitcoin.
Is it confirmed? Then it says your purchase of 4,672 Satoshis, and it says done. You purchased rather 4,672
Right.
Satoshis. Yes.
Okay. So do you see the send button?
It said confirm, and then it went over, and then now it says done.
Okay, so go back to the main page. Well, on the main page, it should have a send button. If it don't have a send button, that means it's probably not enabled to send. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So I don't know if that's what you have to do to enable it. They might still have that process. So if y'all don't see like an arrow and when you click the arrow it says send Bitcoin, that means you got to enable it. Okay? Because you should have a send button. Does anybody else see the send button? Okay, yeah. So maybe so somebody tell me how to enable it on your Cash App. Because you should see buy and sell and then
I see
receive.
that. I see buy, sell, and there's like a little arrow, kind of look like a
Okay,
little
click that
plane.
arrow.
It says you must have a minimum, because I only did it out of two. So you must
Okay.
have a minimum of whatever Bitcoin in order to send Bitcoin.
Okay, yeah, probably like $10. But I just wanted to know if y'all had that arrow. So okay, that means you got that arrow. So this is where you would put how much currency you want to send over. So once you put that currency in and you hit send, then it's going to ask you for the alphanumerical number, which is that address to your wallet or to the receiving address on your exchange in order to trade it to get the currency you want. So this is how you're going to move your fiat to the blockchain directly yourself. So you're doing a peer-to-peer, but you're doing a peer to network. You're doing a peer to the block. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to sell, you would reverse engineer what you just did. You would go to your exchange. You would hit send. You would put this Cash App Bitcoin. You have your own address on here as well. It says accept Bitcoin from other wallets. View Bitcoin address. So you can view your Bitcoin address. Somebody can scan your QR code and or just copy and paste that alphanumerical number to the exchange. Now from the exchange, you're going to send your Bitcoin back to your Cash App address, which is the alphanumerical number. Don't get your Cash App tag confused with your Cash App Bitcoin address. So you're going to send it to the Bitcoin address. Once you do that, you're going to sell it. Once you sell it, then you'll see it in your regular Cash App banking tab. Okay, so I just taught you how to
Wow.
onboard and how to offboard by yourself. So you don't need nobody for peer to peer unless you know somebody who has the amount that you need, and y'all can just do a quick, swap right there. Okay.
Okay. While on the
Yep.
blockchain.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. Got you.
Yep. So this is how you're going to onboard and offboard your currency or do a peer-to-peer. Simple as that. Now, some exchanges, if you're connecting your debit card or stuff like that, I don't recommend doing stuff like that. And that's how you basically become public, and you notify them by doing the KYC, because you're saying, hey, know your customer. I'm Jamila Felice White, because they're going to ask you to input your information, give them your social. So you're going right back into the matrix. In order to stay off the matrix, you're going to leave your debit and credit cards where they belong, in your purse or in your wallet. And you're not going to mix your private side. Just like how we learn private and public in the physical realm, you have to do this, look at it the same on the digital realm. Don't mix public and private unless you're utilizing one exchange for your business endeavors and or to pay your rent or something like that. But I just told you how to do it by offboarding and onboarding through Cash App to the blockchain. And then if you really don't want nobody in your business, do a peer-to-peer with somebody. Hey, I need to pay my rent by the first or by the second. Do you got $800 worth of do you have $800 in exchange? I'll give you USDC of $800. And so whoever got it, they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, cool. Let's send me your address, and then you send them your Cash App tag. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, just have to trust that person, right?
Yes, you definitely have to trust the person. You have to know the person as well. Because if you know they janky and they ain't never got a hot dollar in their pocket, they damn sure ain't gonna give it to you. You know, y'all know y'all folks. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
So in my Discord, once y'all complete, okay, let me go back. In my Discord, I have a peer-to-peer networking tab. You can't see it because you guys are on only on the onboarding Discord, basically. I have other tabs and I have other members inside the Discord. Y'all can only see yourselves. Okay. Once you complete phase 1 and phase 2, then you will start to meet all the other people that's inside my Discord, and you will see the other tabs in my Discord, one of them being a peer-to-peer exchange tab. So whenever you need some money, the people in my Discord are trusted because they wouldn't be in my Discord and have made it to where they can see the OGs if they weren't. And
Mm-hmm.
so in order to build your trust with me personally, I have to know that you're in the class, you're constantly, we're constantly in communication, you're actively participating, and you're actually taking the master class serious, because I'm going to ask y'all, like, y'all got this set up, what is this, what is that? I'm be throwing questions out there because I just can't trust everybody, because everybody ain't to be trusted like that, especially when it comes to being in the private Discord, because I got over 20 educational classes in my private Discord on my private server, and I don't allow people to see that unless I really trust them like that to get in on the other side. So once y'all complete the masterclass 1 and 2, then you'll get your airdrop of your certificate of completion. Once you get that airdrop of the certificate of completion, then you can see everybody else and talk to everybody else. So I'm just saying, we do have a peer-to-peer exchange network in the Discord. Okay.
Right. So we will be able to pull, like when I first thought I had my stuff at the right place. My stuff, I was buying it from crypto.com. I'll be able to pull it out for there and put it on my own thing then, right?
Yes. So save your questions for the last 15
Okay.
minutes. I'm
Sorry.
sorry. I
Go
just
ahead.
wanted to engage with y'all on this part because I just wanted to make sure that y'all know how y'all can purchase on the Bitcoin on the Cash App. So we're gonna keep going now. But after the end, we're gonna take questions. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the ISO 2222. Now this is considered the new financial system. If you don't know what Swift is, I will highly recommend you go look up what Swift is. Okay. Now, this is called a single standardization approach, methodology, process, repository to be used by all financial standards initiators. Now, why should you adopt it now for cross-border payments? Starting in November of 2022, the way the Swift community exchanges payments messages will be transformed, aka transferred, with the ISO 222. This will unlock huge opportunities for financial institutions, such as boosting operational efficiency and enhancing customer service and enabling innovative new services. So the Western Union and things of that nature, like the way that they're transferring
Mm-hmm.
and cross-bordering payments, now they're going to use cryptocurrency because, like we said in the beginning, cryptocurrency gets to your wallet within seconds and or minutes. You're really not waiting for nothing. Okay. I think Bitcoin kind of is the longest one because it's basically the mother may I of the blockchain. That's how it was created. And we already learned the history of what Bitcoin is. Okay. So a global and open standard ISO creates a common language for payments worldwide. And its higher quality data means better payments for everybody. Whether you're adopting ISO 2022 as from the start of migration period or not, learn more about the mandatory actions you need to perform before November 2022. And let me show you the diagram, because the diagram will show you exactly what cryptocurrencies that the ISO 2022 is going to have, is going to be inputted. So these are some things that you can pay attention to when you're thinking about investments and stuff of this nature. Now, like I said, I'm not married to no crypto. I'm not holding no crypto forever and all of that. I am leveraging the crypto to obtain more assets, as you should be, regardless if you on the blockchain or not. I want to see the picture. Hold on. I did do a brief breakdown of this on my Instagram, and if you have not seen that reel, go ahead and check that out. Securities, payments, cards, trading services. I'm trying to see. So if you type in ISO 222, you'll see a bunch of different diagrams that you can look at and see how the breakdown really is. But I'm trying to find the assets that they're going to use. Okay, no, that's not it. I had a good one. I don't think I saved it on this computer. Okay, here it is, this one. Can you all see this? Okay. So it says Interledger Protocol, Ripple, XRP. Okay. Then they have IOTA. They have Stellar, which is XLM. They have Algorand, which is Algo. And look at the company that's on here. JP Morgan. Okay? So don't let them tell you though now we don't fuck with crypto. We locking you. No, they lie. They already over here. Banks are already over here. They have XFin. Okay? So this is like FinTech. Then they got Swift. Okay? They got IBM, XDC. So pay attention to those the ones that I just mentioned, just because that's going to be utilized for the new cross-border payments. Okay? Now, let's move on. I got a couple minutes left. Now, we're talking about digital identity. We talked about this in the class 1, right? The free class. And so, you want to capture your identity and protect your family and business. Okay? And you can do that by using unstoppable domains. So if you have a business, if you have a church, if you have a trust, make sure that you're purchasing those domain names. If you have children, purchase their domain names. Purchase yours if you're married. Okay? Purchase it. One on Unstoppable Domains. One on Ethereum Name Service. One on Decentraland. You're going to need Mana tokens in order to purchase this. Mana's down right now, so it's the perfect time to get a name. Ethereum's down right now, so it's the perfect time to get a name. And there, they will ask you how many years do you want your name as far as the ENS. So it's going to be .eth. They're going to ask you how many years you want your name. So keep that in mind. Unstoppable Domains is forever. There's no time limit, and so is Decentraland. It's forever as well. Okay? And so you can just go to these websites on your own. Boom. Unstoppable. Crypto NFT. X. Wallet. Bitcoin. DAO. 888. Coin. Zill. Blockchain. So you can be whatever you want to be. Blockchain. Crypto. NFT. If you make an NFT, make sure you mint the NFT and buy the name of the NFT. You got a wallet that you fuck with heavy, or you want to do the wallet. If you created a DAO, do the DAO. If you created a coin, do the coin. If you just want the crypto, do the crypto. And this is how you do it. You will go here, you will sign up, you will log in. Once you log in, you will go here and you say, I want this to buy Sierra. What's her husband name? Russell Simmons. Child, Russell Simmons. I don't know her husband. Russell Wilson.
Right, Wilson.
Look, I don't know if I spelled Russell right, but his name is available, child. $10, $20, $40, $100.x. So you can get as many names as you want to. Just put it all on the list. Add it to the cart. Add it to the cart. Once you do that, right, it'll show you all of the ones that you done had on here in your shopping cart. I didn't make an account, so I can't show you. But once you do that, it'll take you to your cart, and then it'll ask you, do you want to pay in Polygon? Do you want to pay in ETH? Do you want to pay in Bitcoin? Or do you want to pay in USD? Meaning you can purchase your domain names over here with a debit or credit card if you choose to do that. But again, you have to transfer it to a wallet, and so be careful doing that. Because these will show up in your wallet. All right. So that's one. And then you got the Ethereum names, decentralized naming for wallets, websites, and more. So even your websites, you can create on both of these, Unstoppable and Ethereum. You can use these for your websites, and you can change the name of your MetaMask to whatever this ENS name is. So if you buy PookieWookie.ens and you want your wallet address to be PookieWookie.ens, you can change it there, and anybody can send you money using that name. Anybody can send you money using that name. Okay? So all you got to give them is the name of your wallet, and that's it. No more alphanumerical numbers. Just give them the name of your wallet. And you can also do that with Unstoppable. Now I wanted to go into the next slide, which is digital real estate. So digital real estate is a prime example of converting your currency into real world assets. So you can go to Sandbox and purchase digital real estate. You can go to OVR, Superworld, Crypto Voxels, okay, Synonium Space. There's many platforms that you can buy digital real estate in, but the ones that I have shown here, and Decentraland has land too. All the ones I showed here is basically prime real estate. And since the market is down, guess what else is down? The real estate is down. Okay? So whatever costed $20,000 3 months ago costs about $2,000, $4,000 right now. Okay? You can look up Kanye West. You can look up Kim Kardashian. You can look up Future, whoever you like, right? And you can purchase their fucking home that they live in right now on the blockchain. And you can flip it if you want to. That's another stream of income. Or you can just keep the property and put it in your trust. And we're going to go over the trust in Masterclass 2. Because I told y'all that you can create a trust fund using charged particles, which you can charge up your NFT. You can charge up your currency. So you can have currency, NFTs, digital land, and contracts in one trust fund account utilizing charged particles. And it's time sensitive. So if you say nobody can open this custodian account until they're at the age of 18, they can't access it until they're 18. So we're going to go over that in the next masterclass. But yes, digital real estate. Don't forget, this is very important. It's an asset, and you can also take real world assets, meaning you can buy a piece of real estate and or land in the physical world and mint it as an NFT and sell it. That's how you can sell real estate if you're into real estate. And guess there's many people on here that will purchase it. They're putting mortgages on the blockchain and utilizing cryptocurrency for you to pay your mortgage and put your the down payment for your mortgage on the blockchain. There's a lot of states doing this right now. They're going to start doing it with the rent too. So you might as well be first in line. We already went over Pro Time Mail, and that covers everything that I wanted to go over in this master class. I'm going to read this. Phase 2 will cover the actual operating and leveraging aspects of how to create your own bank and how to lend and borrow money to make your own credit card, essentially your line of credit. Also, we will cover the HEX platform, as this is a certificate of deposit, and linear.finance, as this is a staking protocol. You can lock up your currency, okay, for a year or two and be paid out. People are paying mortgages using these things that I'm just naming to you right now. They're paying their mortgages and they're paying their rent doing this. Also, we will set up your charged particles trust fund for your children and or yourself. So this class is going to be more hands-on, because in real time, you're going to have to set this up while you have me on the line. Okay? You're going to have to set it up while you got me on the line. Now I will open up the floor for questions. If anybody has any questions for me over anything that we have went through, this is going to be recorded and sent to you via airdrop as well. So you can unmute your mics and ask me whatever you choose to.
Hey, this is Osborne.
Yes.
I was just wanted to make sure, but you answered it anyway about the switching everything over, because I see that they do at crypto.com, they do hit me with a certain percentage fee. I guess that's the gas tax, but it seems like it's a lot higher than what I'm paying, than I would be paying over here. Since they're a third party, I guess it would be higher anyway, because they got to get theirs off the top. So
Right.
I just want to make sure that I guess I'm basically asking, I can just purchase all of my crypto and stuff myself instead of going through the third party or a middleman, basically.
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
Correct. I teach cutting out the middleman, period. I will give you other options, as some people, like I said, they don't want to do all the work. But to become your own bank, you have to learn the fundamentals of what the hell you're doing and why you're
Right.
doing it, and the importance of reasons being taxes, regulations, KYC, and all that type of stuff. There's a method to the madness that I just brought to you today. And it's going to help you 5 years from now when you say, damn, I took that class and I just taught you how to set yourself up.
Well,
Before the setup, because some people just jump over here and just be doing whatever the fuck they think that they supposed to be doing, but they're doing it ass backwards.
Right. Well, thank you.
Yes. So yes, you would transfer from the crypto.com to your private key wallet and or a new exchange. So then you can money manage your own account.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, well, thank you so much for doing this class. I really appreciate it. I had missed the beginning part of this because I was in another class, but I do have a question as far as what we did go over. So with the domain name purchases, does it, like, I guess, how would I word this question? Is there like a preference as far as the suffix, like the .crypto or the 888? Is there one that's better than another, or?
No, not at all. So it's basically your preference depending on what your reason is for getting the name. So if you got kids or something like that, like you could gift your kids the name and say, oh, I just wanted you to know, like, I got you a .crypto name, for $20. You don't know it's $20, but like, I got you a .crypto name. You can, people can send you money there. You can create your own store there. With the .crypto name, you can create your own store. All of those names, you can create whatever store that you want and or website with that specific name as well. But I know that pertaining to what website to use, I highly recommend you do get an ENS name. They actually had a free airdrop like 3 or 4 months ago, where if you transacted on their platform, they literally airdropped you hella money. They airdropped you ENS token. I know somebody that made $10,000. I know another person that made $100,000. And I know another person that made like 5 grand just by interacting with that damn website and getting a free airdrop. And this goes for every single other platform that you're using. If they have a governance token, or if you have a wallet and they have a governance token, be expecting an airdrop from them. So that's more free money. So I hope that
So
answered
that's
the
like what you were
question.
talking about with Brave, where you can like collect crypto just for using the website.
Yep, exactly. You can
Is there a way
claim
to
those. So yep.
so I guess I'll just have to look into how to make sure I'm set up to claim it. But like, do you have to enroll in it, or you're just automatically enrolled?
No, you're going to set up, because on your Brave browser, you're going to pin it to the extension. And once you pin it to the extension, then from that extension, you're going to basically like set up your wallet. Just like we did MetaMask, we're going to do the Brave. We're going to do the
Hmm.
Brave website as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's just pure wallet to wallet, because that's how you're going to claim your rewards, and you'll be able to see it inside of your wallet. So let me show you real quick. I think I'm still screen sharing. So like right here, right? When I open up a new page, the main page comes up, but then also right here it'll say token balance or whatever. And then
Hmm.
if I go here, right here, it'll show up my back tokens. So I will open that up, and it will say your balance, add funds, if you want to contribute every month, so on and so forth. It says unverified because I haven't verified myself at the moment, but you can verify yourself. You do get your own set of private keys as well, so make sure you don't lose those either.
Whew. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this replay so I can take a look at everything and set up and go along with you.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
yeah, I'm excited for phase 2.
Yes, that's what I wanted. I'm like, I hope they're excited about the other classes just as well as this one, because I had to get you onboarded first, because you need to know how to put your money over there. You need to know what Bitcoin blockchain, know this, fork that, because when you start interacting with these different websites that I gave y'all, you'll be able to identify exactly what you're on, what it is that you're looking at, and how you're supposed to move over there. You're not going to be confused. You get what I'm saying? Because if I
Yeah.
just went straight to banking, it was like, yeah, you just going to do this and you're going to do that. Y'all would have been like, wait, can you, like, I don't get it, because you
Yeah.
didn't properly break that foundation down first. It's just with that, really just is with anything.
I definitely appreciate the fundamentals. For real.
Thank you.
I have one more question.
Mhm.
Um,
Yes.
I'm on the ENS site
Mm-hmm.
and I put in my business name and it says, you did say that they're going to ask you um, how many years, because it
Yep.
says 1 year, 004 ETH, and the other one is, I don't have to worry about the years. Like,
Yep.
okay, yeah. So I'll just go. So should I just go to the other ones instead and not fuck with these people? Because it's going to be, once it's registered, it's done for all the platforms, right?
What, on that platform? Yes.
Just on that platform. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's just solely up to you. If you want to keep the name forever, then get whatever deal that they're giving you, or if you just want it for 1 year because you're going to do business under that name for, it's just solely up to your preference, really.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to the second class, and I want to hear the replay again on this. So, it was a lot too, almost like a
Yeah.
fire hose, you know.
I'm
shit
sorry,
down.
but I had to
So,
do it.
yeah, yeah, I'm ready for it. So I think that it's coming, so might as well be ready. And I appreciate you getting us ready for the inevitable. So it's better to notice it now than just sit out there ass out. So, but thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you again.
Appreciate that. Does anyone else have any more questions? I know everybody's a weekday, it's a Monday. Some people are in and out. But that's the reason why I'm going to be airdropping you guys this recording. But if there's nothing else, phase 2, the masterclass will be either July the 1st or July the 7th. If you have a specific day that you would like to do it, it can be on the weekend. Y'all can just drop it in the Discord and say, hey, I'm free this day, but I have to still make sure it correlates with everyone else and specifically the time. But it should be coming within the next 2 weeks because I don't want to push it out too far and y'all be like, just waiting, and then that's just not a good look. And I still want this information to be fresh in your mind as well, so when you do go over the replay, and then when I do drop the other class, it'll be like a audit, like a nice workflow for you guys to just go right on into the self-banking. Alrighty, then I'm gonna stop recording.